ASAP Will here, and I was just coming to make a video just to talk about a topic that I want just to talk about that I've been just kind of mad about. And the topic is the school system in America. I don't know about the school system anywhere else, but I live in America, so the schooling system is a little bit different here, probably, but I just don't like the way it is. Let me first off say, the schooling system in my school and in America, they always teaching us stuff that we never gonna use in real life. Like for real. Like I'm in high school. I'm in the 12th grade. So I'm almost out of it. But like, it's a lot of things that I've learned that I don't even use ever. And let me talk about the math. In math, I think you should only like learn the first like four major maths, like addition, subtraction, division, multiplication. Them the only three I really use in my daily life ever. And sometimes I might use like tiny bit of algebra 1 maybe, but the only time I use algebra 1 is when I am doing work in geometry. Then I use algebra 1 because some of the solving problems you need to learn, you need to know algebra 1 to do geometry. But geometry is like the most useless subject I've ever seen. I mean, some jobs probably do make you do this triangle stuff and all that crap, but not a job I'm gonna get. I don't want no job doing any type of hard math, okay? Because I've never been good at math, and then I don't see the point in it if I'm not going to use it. Most of the stuff we learn, we're not going to use it, and they know that. The teachers know it, but they force to teach stuff that we're not going to use. If they only taught stuff that we was going to need in life, then I would be way more, like, I would be way more focused in class and be way more caring about doing the work and passing the class. If everything that we learned in the class was something that we was gonna use in the real world. Like if it was like for real, we was gonna use it. But nah, most of the stuff it's just work to make you do. It ain't nothing we gonna use in real life. I ain't used no geometry problems ever at any job I've had. I mean, and I know I'm a teenager and everything still, and I ain't got like a real adult type job yet. I've been just working at regular places, but even my family members, they none of their jobs that I know of make them use any type of geometry. They ain't never said nothing about, oh, this geometry I had to do today was super hard or something. They never said nothing like that. So I just don't think that geometry is like a subject that we should just use. Like it's stupid. And other subjects that are kind of dumb. English is the same subject every year, bro. Okay, we got to get that one out of there. English 1, 2, 3, 4, all of them. They the same subject every year. I've been in English every year. We do the same things. We read a book and we do writings. I don't think it helps me in real life. I mean, it helps you learn how to write better, but if you're taking the same thing every year, then it ain't really help you improve in anything. It's just teaching you the same thing over and over again and get it pounded in your head. So I don't think it's really helping me because I already learned everything I need to learn on English 1 because we do the same thing every year. So it ain't really that bad though. I can do English, and it's just I think it's useless to do the same stuff over and over again, but call it a different English. But hey, I can't stop that. They should just call it all just English instead of just calling it English 1, 2, and 3, and 4. It shouldn't be that. It should just be English because every year it's the same English, and I'm in English 4, and it's the same that it was in English 1. So it don't make no sense. We do the same stuff. It's just trying to it's just pounding the same information in my head. We don't ever learn nothing new. Now, history classes, I can agree. You need those because I like history. History classes, you need to know like everything in the world, and you need to know everything about history. I feel like you should know all the stuff that happened before you. So them classes, I ain't got no problem with them. And American government classes, I ain't got a problem with them either because you should know about the government and everything. It's smart. You need to know that. Science classes, I feel like science classes are boring, but science classes, I feel like you need those. It's just English and math, they're just the same stuff over and over again. But science classes, yeah, science classes, you can have those in there too. But I just feel like school should set you up for the real world because like I'm a senior in high school and I still don't know how to pay bills like that because they never taught me in school and my parents ain't taught me yet, and I'm gonna have to ask one day when I try to move out and get my own place. I'm gonna have to know how to pay bills, but the school don't got no class for that. They got a personal finance class, but you don't talk about paying bills in that class. Really, you don't. You talk about mostly doing taxes and seeing how much it costs to live by yourself and all the extra stuff. But then I ain't never learned how to actually pay bills, and that's just one thing. And then secondly, they need a driver's ed class in schools. Maybe they got some in y'all schools, but they don't got one in my school. They got one during summer school, but you gotta like you gotta have like a permit already to get into that mug, which is kind of dumb. But I'm talking about like a real driver's ed class, like a semester long driver's ed class where you learn how to drive in depth. Like that would be better because we can't have people out here driving crazy, but you know, they're not gonna add that class in there. But that deserves to be a class where you actually learn how to drive in depth. Like it should be a semester long class where you go in depth about the rules of the road and all that, and you get tested over it. And then it should be like where you can go outside and actually like drive a test car. Like they should have like a big parking lot that's empty. You should drive it, and each kid gets to drive the car. The class shouldn't be that big. It should be like limited to like at least 15 students, but 15 students a class because you can't have too many kids in there. But they should be able to like drive the car, and if they drive it right, then they pass the test or something like that. It should just be in depth like that because I mean, you could go and you could learn on your own time to drive, but some people don't got cars to drive. Like either their family always using the car, or they just don't. Their family don't got a car because not everybody is fortunate to have a car, you know. So some people don't know how to drive. They might get the permit, they never drive. See, so and then they take the driver's test and they don't pass because they never drove. So it should be like something like that where it should help you take your test and take the driver test and all that. That should be a class. There should be a sex ed class too, because we don't have no sex ed classes at my school. They might be at y'all schools. I'm just saying for my school in general because my school don't got one. But there should be a sex ed class in schools because we got like health classes, but they don't talk in depth about everything. I don't know why they don't. But they just scared to tell it to you. I already know everything about sex, but I'm just saying some kids don't. So they should have a class for that, so we can have kids out here staying abstinent, you know, and not having no kids. And even if they do anything, they should know to wrap it up instead of trying to go in there with nothing on. So that should be another class, and it should just be every class in high school to me. Take all the irrelevant stuff out because that's not going to be worth anything in the future. And it should be the classes that should be added are classes that you need for life. Okay, for life. Shouldn't be like that. Should be classes you need for life. That's all I gotta say, dog. I'm out.